So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up, install, and purchase your own studio lighting setup on a budget. You might have noticed that I'm wearing a D3 Pro shirt. We went ahead and we set up a merch store on a developer called Steam Elements. There we can sell hoodies, t-shirts, mouse pads, and mugs. I don't believe they have hats right now, but hopefully that's something that they'll come up with in the future. If you are interested, you can set up your own merch store. It's completely free. They didn't sponsor this video or anything, and the process of that was very, very minimal. All I did was I uploaded the logo that I wanted printed on this particular shirt. I have a different logo on a particular hoodie that I am selling on there as well. And you can adjust the price points to meet your expectations, and I would highly recommend you go ahead and check that out. Let's get into the video. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be focusing on lighting, and that is the actual lights that you are seeing right now in this video. I have one on the right side and I have one on the left side, as well as one on the camera. We're not going to focus that for the purpose of the video. So all in all, depending on how in depth you get into this budget build, you can look to spending about around $30 to $50, but it's a lot less expensive if you're only using it for Twitch, if you're doing it for YouTube, and you don't really want to spend the amount of money that you would need to spend if you wanted to get actual professional lights for video and for photography. You can do this setup right here. It'll save you a lot of money, and it's just as good as anything that you'll find. So what you're going to need for this video is a garage light. You can find this at a Home Depot, Lowe's. You can buy it on Amazon, or I believe even Walmart sells them as well. You're going to need a light bulb to go ahead and power it, and it's very simple. It just plugs into the wall outlet, and it's not difficult to power at all. And we're going to be using, for the purpose of this video, an acrylic sheet that we went ahead and bought off of Home Depot, and that'll run you about $10 to $15. So let's go ahead and set it up. So all you're going to need for this particular setup is this garage light. You can go ahead and pick these up at Home Depot, Lowe's. This is the small version, but you can go ahead and get it in a medium or a large, depending on your needs of your specific studio. You're going to need a hot glue gun. Again, we picked that up at Lowe's. I believe it was $10 or something like that. Some hot glue sticks, which came with the hot glue gun, so you're good to go there. You're going to need a soft white light bulb. Now, this is not going to work with the particular acrylic glass that we have, but it's going to be an honorable mention for you. This has a layer of diffusion on it already, so you might not need that piece of acrylic glass. But if you wanted to add some extra diffusion to kind of have the light cast on all your shadows or your body or your skin tone a little bit better, you can go ahead and do that. And you can pick up sheets of acrylic on Amazon, I believe, for about $10. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to be using this right here. This is a 65 watt warm LED light that we're going to be installing into this dome light right here, and we're going to be hot gluing that piece of acrylic glass right to here, and that's going to give us a really nice studio effect for all of your needs, whether or not you are streaming on Twitch, you're making YouTube videos, you're doing Mixer, you're doing Facebook gaming, anything that you're having to do as far as recording a quality studio production inside of your home. This is going to fit your needs very well. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to plug in this hot glue gun right here. And you're going to want to go ahead and wait and get it to stay. You're going to go ahead and have to wait for that to heat up a little bit. And while we're waiting for that, we're going to take our light bulb right here. We're going to screw it into the base of this. And what we're going to do is we're going to follow this rim right here, and we're going to put hot glue all around it, and then we're going to stick it flat down on this piece of acrylic glass. We're going to let that dry, and then once it's dry, we're going to go and hang it up. Now, the reason why you might want to have to go with something like this is because this has a thing called alligator clamps, and that's very convenient for if you want to put it on your desk. In my particular situation, I have it right above my washer and dryer, and so the light is facing down on me and to the side a little bit. And you want to kind of be careful when your lighting is right above you and it's flashing directly above you, because what that's going to do is that's going to highlight all of these shadows under your under eyes, and that's going to look very bad. It's not going to be very appealing to the eye. It's going to give a very negative effect. So what I have done is I have taken two of this particular same setup. I've put them on both sides of my view, and I also have a lighting right here on my camera. But you can get the same effect without this, of course, and for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and just stick with this. But I used this setup personally for about a year without ever having to buy one of this right here. Let me actually show you guys what this is. So this is a Viltrox LED panel. I'll go ahead and upload a video talking about this a little bit more, but basically the same concept. It has a rechangeable diffusion sheet. So for this purpose of this video, it's going to be that acrylic sheet that we're using right there. And this thing's actually really cool, but I'll go ahead and save that for another video for you guys. So I think this hot glue is heated up quite enough. So as I said before, you're going to take this trail and we're just going to follow it all the way along this rim. That you kind of want to go as fast as you possibly can, because that hot glue is going to start to dry. Stick it flat on that piece of clear glass. Now don't worry, it doesn't have to be pretty or anything. More than likely you're going to have it behind your camera, so nobody's going to see it. And once that's dry, ready to go, we'll go ahead and set it up, install it, and we'll see how it looks. So while that's drying, just to give you guys a clear example, this one is actually not glued on at the moment. And this is just a little piece of film that I'll go ahead and put that on it just to give it a little bit more diffusion, because this one's actually the one that's pointed directly in front of my face. But as you can see, very minimalist, very easy to do. And the only reason why I don't have that hot glued is because it's actually sitting flat on the base, so there was really no need for it. The one that we're going to be working on right now, I actually clamp it right on here, and again I have one light facing me right above eye level, and then I have one coming down here, so it's shining light on both sides of my face. It's not really showing the shadows under my eyes, and it gives it a very nice, very minimalistic, very budget friendly studio setup. So here's the completed version of the acrylic panel, the light bulb, and the garage lamp that we have previously installed. And as you can see, it's not very hard at all. It's going to give us exactly what we need. It doesn't have to be pretty again because nobody's going to see it, and it's going to give us a very nice effect. And as you guys can see with those two lights and the one I have right in front of this camera, we are very present in front of the light. There are no shadows under my eyes. It's very warm, and the reason why you would want to go with a 65 watt light bulb is because if that gets too hot, it's going to melt that glue and the acrylic is going to fall down. And especially if that's on stream or you're streaming live on YouTube, you definitely don't want that to happen because your audience is going to notice. And that just wraps it up for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe. Click that bell icon so you can see our next content when it comes up. And we'll catch you next time.